Wilson here for my OCR A-Level Chemistry Manual. Today we're going to be looking at Section 2, Electrons, Bonding and Structure, and we're focusing in on bonding and molecular shape.
Just what you doing.
So our outcomes for this video are to be able to describe the different types of bonding structures, to describe the giant ionic lattice structure, to explain the effect of structure on bonding, to describe how bonding occurs in terms of forces, to construct dot and cross diagrams for covalent bonding, and to draw and annotate simple shapes of molecules and ions. So firstly, we're going to look at ionic bonding, and it requires charged ions. Positive ions are known as cations and negative ions are known as anions. That's just a fact that you need to know. And the atom that becomes positive gives up an electron, and the atom that becomes negative gains an electron. So ionic bonding is a strong electrostatic interaction between oppositely charged ions. The electrostatic interaction is what holds the compound together, and energy has to be supplied to remove the electrons, and this is called the ionization energy, and it's something that we'll go into later in the specification. We have to be able to draw dot and cross diagrams for ionic bonding. So we have dots as electrons on one atom and crosses for electrons on the other atom, and we have to show where they have moved and where they have come from in the final product. We use square brackets to represent that it is now an ion and remember those charges. So this is an example of calcium chloride. So 2 electrons are transferred from calcium to produce calcium chloride, and we are donating those 2 electrons to 2 lots of chloride ions. You can see we've got square brackets and the charges being shown on this diagram. Giant ionic lattices then, an example of this is sodium chloride, which is salt. It forms a giant ionic lattice, and as we can see, we've not just got that one element and one element, we have got it in a big structure. So we've got sodium plus and chloride minus in a big structure, and each atom is surrounded by 6 of the opposite atom, and this is called face-centered cubic giant ionic lattice. So basically what we need to know is that ionic bonds don't just happen between one atom and one atom. They often form big structures with particular properties as well. So physical properties of ionic compounds then, they've got a high melting and boiling points due to the strong electrostatic forces of attraction. They're a solid state at room temperature because of these high melting and boiling points. They're soluble in water and they conduct electricity when melted or in solution, and this is because they contain charged particles. Covalent bonding then is another type of bonding we need to know about, and it's strong electrostatic attraction between a shared pair of electrons. So there are many examples of elements that bond in a covalent way. We have Cl2, H2, HCl. So it's where we share those pairs of electrons rather than donate the electron. Thank you so much for watching this teaser video for the OCR A-Level Chemistry Manual. You can now click the link download to download the full manual. Please check it out now. Keep smashing it, and remember, anything is possible if you just work. Bye.